Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to our Minnesota GM mode here in NHL 18. So, in last episode, we simmed the complete 2021-22 regular season, going 36, 38, and 8, which was probably our worst season that we've had yet. Arguably, it could be because we made a couple big changes last offseason, trading Ryan Suter to the Dallas Stars and picking up a good defensive prospect. As well, we traded away our medium elite goaltending prospect for a better medium elite goaltending prospect. So, that's the main reason why we didn't probably do so well. Also, we did lose Devin Dubnyk in free agency last year because he wanted to win now, and he's like 35 years old. So, we had a very bad season, and the main cause of that also was our penalty kill was not that good, and our power play was one of the worst in the league. So, but on a brighter note, though, we are lucky because our prospects, I'll show you guys now, have been growing very, very well. So, as you can see with here, let's go to the current thing. So, as you can see, the Kent Hodges is all the way up to a 74 overall, and he's only 20 years old. So, this guy actually could potentially make the NHL team in after next season. He might be a 80 or so in the NHL, but he's a very good defensive player already, and I'm looking forward to him being in the NHL. He's probably going to be one of our penalty killers if he gets good enough. And then also Larry Surrey, he only played 1 year, I think, in the CHL since we drafted him, and he's already up to a 71, and he's only 19 years of age. He's got some very good stats as well. I'm hoping he will be NHL bound in 2 seasons as well, like with Kent Hodges. So yeah, those good prospects. And then also Isaac Lundestrom, who we drafted way back in year number 1. He's actually going to be NHL bound next season as well. He's listed as a 4th line forward now, and he's a 77 overall. I could see this guy being more of a bottom 6 guy for us, and maybe a penalty killer if he's good enough. So hopefully he gets some good growth. And then here's Ruchin's stats, who we acquired from Dallas. Like I was saying, he's growing pretty nicely, and he actually had a pretty good season down in the minors. As you can see, he had 16 goals, 23 assists for 39 points. So he does score a lot of goals as a defenseman. Hopefully that transpires into the NHL. But yeah, so that's our prospect growth. But now on to the main thing, and that is the 2022 draft. So I also said in last episode that I was going to try and target this one guy that was listed to go in the first round as an elite. Well, it turns out now it says that he's listed to go in the top 10 of the draft. So we might not be able to get this guy after all, considering we have the 11th pick. So we might be able to get somebody after the top 10, so somebody like Ned Kadri as a defenseman, Mills, Riley, somebody like that, but we don't have one of these guys that are supposed to go in the top 10 probably for sure, unless some of them fall out, which I doubt will actually happen. So anyways, let's hop right into the draft. Okay guys, so we're up here at the draft, so we're going to slow sim the first round of the draft like we always do, just so we could see who goes in the first round, so I could put that on the Google Sheets page. But yeah, so before we do that though, I am going to look through the trading blocks through every team, just because we want to maybe make some good trades to help our team for next season. So one of the players I might be willing to get rid of here is Jonas Brodin. Reason being is he's got a lot of trade value. He's only an 85, which is not too bad considering our defensive core is already a little weak. He's only 28 and he's got 2 years left, so he's right in his prime. I'm going to put him out there just to see if I could find somebody that maybe we could pick up a replacement for. Somebody that's younger that might be able to jump to the NHL right away. So Montour, he's the same age, but he's probably a worse overall, and he's really pissed off over there in Anaheim. So we'll just leave that. Arizona, Anthony Duclair, Mark Stahl, a lot of older kind of guys, nothing that's really interesting there. Why did I go back? God damn it. Boston, we got David Pastrnak, that's way too much trade value. And then everybody's older there. Brody, no nothing in Buffalo. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of stuff so far. The prospect forward, Nicholas Archibald, top 6 forward. He's already a 75. That's not too bad, but he's a playmaker. I don't like left wing playmakers really. There's also Jorgensen, but he doesn't seem to be growing for them. McDonald, another trade with Dallas. No, I don't want to do that. Larkin, 25 years of age. Wow, that would be really nice, but we'd have to add a lot to make this deal go through for someone like Dylan Larkin. And besides, we don't really need centers because centers we're good on for now. Brindamore, Charlie Coyle, don't want to bring him back. Olas, Philip Forsberg, Johansson, Ekholm. Yeah, a lot of it seems to be older veteran guys. Who is this dude? Low top 6, Dwayne Day. Ryan McDonough. Even though he's a very good defenseman, yeah, he's too old now as well, because that would be a nice person to pick up, but he's older than Brodin, and we're trying to get younger mostly, because this team's probably going through a bit of a rebuild right now, considering we just missed the playoffs for the first time, I think, in this GM mode series, or maybe the second time. Odette, medium top 4, but he's already 20. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much available, to be honest. Belfour, that's funny that the Leafs have him. Nolan Foote's available. That would be a nice one to pick up. Power forward, though. And he's a high top 6. So I don't know how high top 6s grow, considering I've never really had one other than, I guess, actually, Kaprizov is considered a high top 6 because I made him. But I don't know if he's going to be as good as Kaprizov, so. Max Patcher ready. Yeah, there doesn't seem really to be anything that's interesting on the block, so maybe I'll just edit my trading block. Can I edit my trading block in the screen? I don't think so. I should have edited it before I actually went to the draft. Oh well. Let's just see if we get any trade offers going up to our picks. So first overall, Vegas goes with N. Boyle, who is a two-way defender, 80 overall, medium elite potential. Nice pickup for them. Oh yeah, and also I realized that the New York Islanders got fleeced getting that first overall pick because they had the worst season I've ever seen. They went like 23, 30, or 40 something in like 5. So they finished like way below 500. Yet they got fleeced and they didn't get the first overall pick, but they still get a medium elite person there in Sutter, right wing, two-way forward. Okay. I didn't want to trade for pick. I think my A button got jammed down for some reason. So Lexi goes to Detroit. The San Jose Sharks going with a young center playmaker in Haas. Okay. Top 6, only not a medium elite anymore. Low goes to Anaheim. Oh, Sweat just went medium elite. Damn, I wish he would have went outside of the top 10 to the Florida Panthers. So we have to kind of watch that guy's career and see how he grows. Van Allen goes to the Sens, which is kind of funny because back when I was just getting into hockey, Sean Van Allen played for the Senators. We could just pretend that's his son or something. Schrader, another medium elite offensive defenseman. That would have been nice to have for our team because we don't have any offensive defensive prospects really. Schrader would have been nice, but he's a medium elite as well. And now it is our pick, so let's see what we can get here. So, oh, the Seabrook guy, yeah, I think that's the one I want to go with, kind of, because I think, but he's left-handed. I don't remember if we have a lot of left-handed defensemen or right-handed. You know, I should check that first before we actually draft a guy. So let's offer a trade. I don't want to call timeout. I just want to see what most-handedness for our defensive core, because I want to kind of pick up ones that we don't have. So, Ruchin, where's Ruchin? Hodges, though, what's Hodges? Hodges is a righty. Ruchin is a righty as well. So, yeah, you know what? Actually, that prospect might be good. So, considering we have 2 prospect right-handed defensemen, I'm going to bring in this young left-handed defenseman. He's a 2-way defender as well. Gene Seabrook from the Kamloops Blazers in the WHL. Welcome to the Minnesota Wild. And he is medium top 4, 63 overall, so that's actually not too bad. I can't remember. Wait, no, actually he was from the WHL, so he won't be able to play in the AHL just yet, but hopefully this guy's NHL bound in a couple of seasons and get some good growth during the year. Let's continue to see who goes in this first round. So Mills is top 6, 64, so maybe I could have went with the left winger there, but we have a lot of forwards. I think we need more defensemen now. Let's see if there's any steals that go here late in this first round. Top 4 offensive defensemen, that would have been nice. Seems like a pretty decent draft. There's a medium elite that goes 20th to the Philadelphia Flyers left wing sniper Estepui. Nice pickup for them. Wish I would have realized he was an elite defender. Benoit goes to LA. Fast goes to St. Louis. Dallas getting Gagne. Okay. Any more good prospects? Looks like some. Yeah, now it's turning into the top 9 and top 6 defenders. So, yeah, this draft wasn't the greatest so far. And, funny, Carolina. So you guys know Edmonton and Carolina is what I'm doing for my next episode of my roster series. I actually got almost all that completed. Colorado goes with Pope, and the final pick, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's just check who they picked at the 31st spot. So they go with Vlasic. Okay, so now let's sim to our pick and see what we could pick up here with our second round pick. Maybe we should go with some more defenders, maybe a goaltending prospect, just in case Corson doesn't pan out. Another defenseman, defensive defenseman, top 6 exact. And he's right-handed. You know what? This guy is... Wait, actually, we already have a lot of right-handed. But I think this guy might be a good one to pick up. I think I pinned him. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm going to go with that guy. Or should I go with the offensive unknown, left-handed as well? I don't know if this guy's going to be that good, though. But he's from Switzerland, so this guy won't be able to play in the AHL just yet. And this guy would be able to. But this guy could be a 7th defenseman. You know what, I'm just going to go with the top 6 guy because we need some more top 6 defenders, not just top 4s and stuff. There you go. So maybe a solid player to bring into the organization. If not, he could be some trade bait down the road. So we are getting offered Jacob Slavin, who has 4 years left on his deal at 5.5 pretty much for our first next year and a 7th this year. I'm going to decline that considering we... Yeah, I'm just going to decline that just because we are kind of rebuilding. We don't need older guys in this team. Let's just see how that defenseman turned out. Wiseman, was that the guy? It might have been. He's a top 6 as well. So, oh wait, indeed Nicola, that was the guy, top 6. So it was the same sort of thing. So it didn't really matter that much that we chose that guy over the other one. Rodney, top 6 as well. Maybe we should get some right wingers because... I don't know if we have a lot of right-wing prospects or not. Tiny Kuiper. Stuart Swift, what a name. Defenseman. Left-wing sniper, top 9. 17 years of age, but he's from Canada as well. I kind of want guys that could play in the AHL. That's my only problem with that. This guy's already 17 as well, playmaker. I don't know what we want to go with here. Westcott, right wing power forward, unknown, 17 years of age from the Greyhounds. Or do I go with... Kuiper's an exact top 9, though. You know, I'm going to go with Kuiper here. Just because he's an exact top 9. He might be a low, though. Oh, he's a medium. Okay, so that's a pretty good pick, actually, for this third round. Because there's a lot of low top 6s going. That usually don't pan out, I find. So, getting offered Slavin again. No, thank you. Okay, so 4th round. This might be a bit of a long episode depending on how long this draft goes and stuff like that. Center, playmaker. We don't need another playmaker. Center. Left winger. Power forward. Stock. Oh, there's a Russian. Okay, Russian snipers are pretty good usually. Ruslan Saprikin. He's really short too. 5'11", 175. Probably going to grow to be a 6'4" though. Because players actually grow in size as well. 17 medium 7th D. That guy's probably just a medium 7th D. I think I'm going to go with the Russian sniper here because being sniping score productions, you know, you've got to draft Russian snipers. So Suprikin is a low top 6. So that's pretty good, actually. I think that might be, yeah, that's serviceable considering this round we've had bottom 6s go already and low top 6s. So, or low top 4s, I mean. So 5th round here. What should we get? Crosby. With that name, you should probably draft him. Andrew Crosby, high top 9, 6'1", 191 from the Sudbury Wolves. Yeah, I think I should probably go with that guy. There's also some other players though. Let's just check those guys first. Left wing sniper, 17 years of age, 5'9", 169. I like that. Short guys that could skate and could shoot the puck. You know what? I'm going to go with this guy instead. So what was his name again? Gunderson. Torsten Gunderson from Linköping in the Swedish Elite League. Welcome aboard. And he's a bottom 6 forward, so maybe he could pan out. Usually the bottom 6s don't pan out that well. Okay guys, so we're up here at the re-sign stage. So for some reason I had some little technical problems with my audio at the 7th round, I think it was. But yeah, so you guys get the gist of who we drafted. I'll show you anyways when we go through the contracts. So here's who we have to re-sign for the upcoming 22-23 season actually. So there is some big ones, but most of them don't matter too much because a lot of them are 1-year deals. So Dumbo, we'd like to get him back. I think he's 27, so he's still kind of young, and he's an 88 overall. He's been one of our best defensemen that we've grown so far, or he has been. He had 2 good seasons in the last little while, putting up 47 and 43 points respectively. So this guy we're going to try and bring back. He does want an extension as well. Mikhail Granlund wants an extension. We might be able to get him on a couple years and then flip him if he does not produce or something. Ryan Ellis is going to go. Jordan Greenway does not want a contract extension, but we might try and get him back for a cheap deal. Same with Luke Kunin. Eric Stahl is probably going to go, or we might sign him for another 1 year or 2 years and then try and flip him. Benino's going to go for sure. Murphy's probably going to go. Van Riemsdyk is probably going to go. Stuff like that. So this entire team might blow up during this offseason. And in our RFAs, Radish we'll get back for sure. Boerman, maybe just as a depth kind of guy or an AHL player. Lundestrom, we're going to give probably a one-way deal. I don't know how much contracts or how much he wants this year. And so on. So anyways, guys, I'm going to re-sign everybody that I can, and I will get back to you guys in a second. Okay, guys, so I got everybody back pretty much except for Jordan Greenway. He does not want the extension. I offered him a contract, and he turned it down. I even bumped it up to like $7 million, and he still rejected. So Jordan Greenway is not going to be a part of our rebuild, and we are going to actually just allow him to go to free agency just because we could potentially pick up some more younger players and just kind of rebuild this team still a lot more around more Kunin and Kaprizov, because those two guys are our better prospects. Greenway took a long time to grow before he made it to the NHL, so this one hurts, but good luck wherever you go, Jordan Greenway, considering he was one of our best players during the regular season. But I'll show you guys the contracts now. So here is our contract situation for the team. So Victor Arvidsson, he has 1 more year left. Then we have Kirill Kaprizov, who is signed for 2 more years. Granlund, we signed to a 3-year deal. If he does not produce this year, he could be like trade bait next year or something like that during this upcoming off season. Brodin's got 1 more year left. Dumba's signed for 3 years just in case we want to trade him eventually too, considering how good he's been. Kunin's signed for 3 years. Eric's neck for 2 years. Stahl's on a 1-year deal, considering he's just been a pretty good player to play with for our young prospects, and he should help them grow. So I'm signed him for a 1 more year deal just so he could retire with us. And then Ryan Murphy's signed for 2 years, but he's going to potentially be trade bait right after this in the offseason. Or Dish, we signed for 2 years. Lundestrom is signed for 2 years at 1.1. Boerman is signed for 1 year, so on like that. So that is our contract situation. Hopefully we get some good free agents. Now let's just take a look quickly at what we have for each position. I just want to make sure we could pick up some thing in free agency. So we have good enough for centers because Lundström is going to be our fourth line center this year, because he was listed as a fourth line center. He must have dropped, but he will be our fourth line center this year probably. Granlund our first, Kunin, Kaprizov, or not Kaprizov, Eriksson, Ek. So I think we should be good on the center wise. Left wing wise, we definitely need some more left wingers, considering we only have 2 left wingers, and after that it's a 67 overall. So yeah, we need a lot more wingers, like 4 more wingers, because we released a couple people. And then defensively, let's see, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're gonna need 2 more defensemen, or 3 more defensemen as well. And then goaltending, Corson is now gonna be our starter. He's up to an 82 actually now. He might be even better by next season, and Kakinen might be our backup next season. So anyways, that's that. So now let's advance to free agency and see what's available. Sim to free agency. I don't even know how long this video is gone, considering I had technical problems, so I apologize if it is very long. So let's see what we got in free agency. We have 24 million in cap space. We need mostly defense, is what I was saying, in wingers, UFAs, and defensemen. Top 4, Makoshin, 26. That's actually not that bad, but so we need top 6 defense. You know, I'm gonna edit this part out, but I'm gonna find some players to sign, and I'll get back to you guys when I've offered some contracts, just because that way it's not me rambling on a bit. So see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so I offered 5 contracts because Aaron Ruchin's going to be in the NHL. We don't need to sign 3 defensemen. So I offered a contract to Nikita Zadorov, Ian Makoshin, and for our left wingers, Adam Ernie and Dmitro Timoshev, just so we have some more wingers to play. And they're both actually kind of young as well. Most of these guys are in their like 25, 26 range. And then I decided to offer a contract to Tristan Jarry. The reason being is because he could be either our starting goaltender if Corson's not ready, or he could be our backup to Corson. So he'd be better than Kakinen, who's only a 79. And then we could send down Kakinen to the minors as the starting goaltender down there in Iowa. So let's see if we could get these guys. Hopefully we can. And then I think that's all I'm going to do for free agency, and then we'll sum up to next season and see what our lines look like. So Zadorov is rejected, so we might need another player. Ernie's accepted, Makoshin's accepted, Timoshev, and Jerry's accepted. So we need 1 more defenseman still, because Ruchin is going to be making the jump, but we still need a defender that could come into the team. Madison Bowie is actually not that bad. Bowie, or whatever you want to pronounce it as. 2 years at, let's give him 2 years at 6.1. He should come and sign for that. Hopefully we have enough in cap space and stuff like that. So let's sim to next season, see if we get Madison Bowie. There you go. So these guys, basically why I signed them to 2-year contracts is that way if, say we're not a good team this year, I could kind of, or by the trade deadline, if we're not a good team, I could flip these guys for some good picks or something. So that's why I did that. So let's sim up to next season and see what our lines look like. Okay guys, so here is our lineup. Currently, I am going to sign some new 4th line forwards, because Sure, he's up to a 73, but he's still listed as an other forward. So he's definitely not NHL ready just yet, so we're going to have to send him back down to the CHL, I think. And then I might want to find a replacement for Birchie, but other than that, our team looks like this. And in our defensive core, we got Brodin and Dumba being our best defensive player yet. And then we got Makoshin and Bowie and Murphy and Ruchin, who's up to an 80 currently. So I'm hoping Ruchin has a good year of growth in the NHL. And goaltending, we got Corson and Jerry. So yeah, Corson's now listed as a starting goaltender, so that trade definitely worked out in our favor. I don't think Whiting was going to be an NHL goalie. And then Tristan Jarry also listed as a starter. These two guys will probably split like the starting role. And then down in the minors, we got Kakinen as the starter and McCulloch as the backup. And in our forward core, we got a lot of younger prospects in the lineup. Our best one being probably Hecht for forwards, and then defenseman Hodges is still 74. He's playing on the top 2 defensive pairing with Chisholm. We also got another low elite defender in Victor Schrader playing here. Hopefully he pans out to be something. So our team looks pretty good all around. And yeah, so anyways, let's flip to the lines, or well, not the lines, the free agency screen, and see who we should be able to sign for some depth here in the NHL, because we definitely want to send Sewer back, because I'm not going to be playing him as a 73, or else it'll probably stunt his growth. So there you go. That's a perfect replacement for him. Paul Byron, we could get him on a 1-year deal. Yeah, 1 year. Sure, I'll just give you exactly what you want. And then also we could take a right winger in Cal Yarncroc to replace Birchie. Like, our team doesn't look that bad on paper, but I'm hoping we just have a bad season simulation still. Or at least if we do make the playoffs, hopefully we kind of learn and play 1 round or something only. Should check the potential players, if there's any potential players we could sign for the AHL. Currently nothing. Paul Moo, no, he's already old. Well, he's 22, but Stamura and Olin. So yeah, there's nothing really to sign for younger prospects, but that doesn't really matter because we already got a good enough prospect core anyways down there in minors. So let's just advance a couple days and see if we could get those free agents to play for our 4th line. And then we'll send Soure back down. We may give Soure the chance to play in the preseason. So yeah, Yarncroc and Byron have both accepted. I know these guys are a bit older, but still helps out our forward core a bit. So Byron, actually I'm going to send Soure down right away. I don't want to play him in the preseason just yet. And Yarncroc there. So there you go. Our team looks a lot better. Now let's just go to roster moves quickly. And I think Soure won't be able to play in the AHL, but maybe he is eligible. He's 20 years old now, so he might be able to. So he's our worst player on our team. Yep, 73. Send you down. Oh, he actually can play in the AHL this year. So Larry Soure is going to get to play in the minors with Cole Hodges and stuff, or Kent Hodges and stuff like that. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So in next episode, we're going to try and get some most of the season done. And then at the deadline, we're probably going to flip players if we are having a bad season. Like flip some of the older guys that have like 2 years on their deal. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.